I never got around to adjusting the file selections for the album. So, oh well. Sniff. Oh wow, it's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here. Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was, he walked through a chain link fence, or flew over it, or something, while carrying something. Oh, right. Well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy, because he took someone, and he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through, and that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. It's okay. It was fine. Yeah, I suppose I should use some time this weekend to update the settings and see if that fixes the albums. Alright, there she is. Cool. So, I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? This whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think it's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aww. Ugh. Are we friends, Beatrice? Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer! No. Move! I'm steering! Ow. Jeez, nay. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find ghost. Sure. Okay, so... I don't know. I guess it might be like the... Well, let's see. This is interesting, but... Yeah, not exactly about a ghost. Okay, I guess you could pause and look at this if you want, but I'm not going to be reading them out. Okay. No ghosts to be found here. The way you say ghost, it sounds like you don't believe me. Alright, well this looks like it might be promising, considering it starts with spectral happenings at Possum Jump. Hey, look at this! Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump. Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah. That's back up in the state park, right? Yeah. Never been up there? Nope. Gotta check it out, though. Go nuts. Okay, more stuff. I guess we can keep looking. Underground gases afflict many. This one. No ghost. That's not it. Ooh, local ghost Lil Joe at it again. Ooh, look. Scooch so I can see. Graveyard, that's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? This is like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that's the edge of it. Piracy? Strike, new old store in town center. Ooh, let's read this one. No ghost here. Okay, no. Possum Massacre. No ghost here. Okay, then. How that one? Deep Hollow County mourns. No. Huh. Oh, ghostly rumors haunt new historical society. That's... might be it. Hey, hey, hey! Ghost spotted. Historical society? History that won't stay history. In a history place. History place? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident. Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad, mine, steel mill, something like that. An actual haunted house! No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have, like, summer arts and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Okay, well, that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie. Also, is that it? Okay, well, we can look at more stuff, I guess. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's it. Okay. There we go. Triangle exited out of that. So we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless, but do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards, don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born into this society. Okay, well I have, you know, a job, so I can't drive you around to all of these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard? I need to go there anyway. Cool, I'll see if Greg wants to do the other 2. You know, like, and I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves. Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. Well, it seems to be how this will go. Oh, Selmers is here. Ahem. What is that Miss Quelcy? Oh wow, haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of a badass. School district did not fund that art program at all, but she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to the second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah, definitely. Tonight we have new poems from myself, and Fisherman Jones, and Selma Ann Forrester. I will start us off with one of my own. She's from Big City, right? Or they don't actually pay her in string, right? I'll go ask about this one. Yeah. How'd she end up here? Who knows? Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student. The subject of my stories. I tell friends back home. When they ask about life, out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry. At the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know. It was you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Is that legal? Or poor Miss Quelcy? At least she's blowing off some steam. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel frog swims in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know, amphibie? That's it. That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones. Dude is really worried about what fish think, or he definitely talks to the actual fish. Oh, most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Hey, Selmers. Thanks, May. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Oh. She writes these really funny, dorky short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. Ha ha ha! She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone. In the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy billionaire. Phone app sold, made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access. Access to politicians waiting for us to die, lead in our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app. Replace my dreams of a house and a yard with a couch in the basement. The future is yours. Force 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck in my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement. They're in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the west coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. Wow, she's turned into a beat poet. Holy crap. Wow. Damn. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur. I don't know. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. She always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks, I wrote it myself. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it hers? Nice work, Smelmer. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? Ooh! Achievement, Poets of Possum Springs. Okay, thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so... Find out anything about your ghost? Yeah. Tell him, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with dread and crap. I'm terrified. Okay. So it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have work and stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up. Share custody of you and your ghost. What places were you thinking about? The graveyard. I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one? Sure is. The Historical Society. You know, you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay, I need to, like, actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death.